At the wedding reception of Prince Charles to Lady Diana Spencer, 27 wedding cakes were on offer, with the centerpiece being a 5-foot tall fruit cake. The menu at the reception of Prince William and Kate Middleton featured dishes with the best of UK sourced ingredients. A $200,000 catering bill was paid to feed the guests at the wedding of Princess Eugene and Jack Brooksbank. These events not only feature the favorites of the couples, but the best the culinary world had to offer. But what if there is a better meal? Won't you want to know? This is Inspirational Moments. Jerusalem was besieged. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, instructed that not only items and relics of Jerusalem be brought into his kingdom, but young people as well. Daniel 1, 3, and 4. Then the king instructed Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, to bring some of the children of Israel, and some of the king's descendants, and some of the nobles, young men in whom there was no blemish, but good-looking, gifted in all wisdom, possessing knowledge, and quick to understand, who had ability to serve in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the language and literature of the Chaldeans. Being captured and brought to your conqueror's stronghold would be an insulting experience, but the children of Israel were well provided for. Daniel 1:5. And the king appointed for them a daily provision of the king's delicacies and of the wine, which he drank, and 3 years of training for them, so that at the end of that time they might serve before the king. They were given the same menu as the king, the finest that Babylon had to offer. However, there were a group of holdouts who refused to partake of the king's table. Daniel 1:8. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with a portion of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the chief of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Daniel was able to convince the steward appointed to him and his fellow captives to conduct an experiment. Daniel 1:12 and 13. Please test your servants for 10 days, and let them give us vegetables to eat and water to drink. Then let our appearance be examined before you, and the appearance of the young men who eat the portion of the king's delicacies. And as you see fit, so deal with your servants. After the experiment, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were examined. Daniel 1:15. And at the end of 10 days, their features appeared better and fatter in flesh than all the young men who ate a portion of the king's delicacies. Daniel and his cohort refused to partake of the king's delicacies and wines, and had a simple diet, and were rewarded with not only physical appearance, but mental acuity as well. Daniel 1:18-20. Now at the end of the days, when the king had said that they should be brought in, the chief of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. Then the king interviewed them, and among them all, none was found like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore they served before the king. And in all matters of wisdom and understanding, about which the king examined them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers who were in all his realm. Daniel and his friends chose not to defile themselves with food and drink, and found favor with God. Are there things which we defile ourselves with? Food and drink, entertainment, events, and even relationships. Daniel and his friends cut the physical junk food of their lives and reaped the rewards. Can we cut the spiritual junk food, the worldly delicacies, and receive the blessings of God? Yes, we can. If you have not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button for more inspirational moments and ring the notification bell to get videos as they are posted. And if you were inspired by this video, click the like button and don't forget to share with others. Join us next week for more inspirational moments.